Hi, I'm Karl Konrad and welcome to Australian Immigration News, proudly brought to you by Australian Immigration Law Services right here in the heart of Sydney. The federal budget was released last night and tonight we give you the highlights regarding immigration planning. Firstly, here are the planning forecasts. Net overseas migration is forecasted at 400,000 for this financial year, 315,000 for the 23-24 financial year, and back down to 260,000 for the 24-25 financial year. It is the forecast to continue at 260,000 in the 25-26 and 26-27 financial years. And despite this rebound in a stronger near-term outlook, total net overseas migration is not expected to catch up to the level forecast prior to the pandemic until 2029-2030 financial year. By the time border restrictions were relaxed at the end of 2021, net overseas migration was cumulatively almost 500,000 lower than expected prior to the pandemic. On current forecasts, net overseas migration will still be cumulatively 315,000 lower than the pre-pandemic forecast by June of 2023 and 215,000 lower by June of 2024. Notwithstanding the recovery in net overseas migration, the total population is still expected to be 750,000 people smaller in June of 2031 compared to pre-pandemic forecasts. You can see from the graphs supplied in the budget papers the huge drops in temporary visas since the beginning of the pandemic, and it has only recently on its way to recovery. Now, skilled migration was accredited with expanding the productive capacity of the economy, maintaining and increasing employment levels, and reversing our shrinking population patterns. And to achieve this, 70% of the migration planning levels for this next financial year will be allocated to skilled migration places. This is about the same as this financial year, which is running at 73%, equating to 142,000 places. To assist in the aged care sector shortages, international students working in the aged care sector will be exempted from the work limitations coming back into effect on the 1st of July. They will still be allowed to work as much as they want until the end of this year, as long as they are working in the aged care sector. In other announcements which we knew already, 2 extra years for the graduate skilled visa for selected courses in targeted sectors, and if you missed that announcement, we'll leave a link to that video at the end of this one. Increasing the temporary skilled migration income threshold to 70,000 and providing additional training places for the Pacific Australia Labour Mobility Scheme. And finally, the government is looking to make more money from migrants by increasing visa application charges to ensure an extra 100 million will be harvested next financial year and 665 million by the end of June 2027. To justify these increases, extra money is needed to speed up visa processing times. Let's hope this actually continues to happen. However, despite the incredible $8,000 partner visa applicants pay for their processing, they are not seeing any benefits in processing times. And interestingly, no news in the budget about how they're going to spend money to rearrange these migration visas. I found that rather odd considering the time and money needed to undertake such an exercise. Perhaps the big shake-up outlined in the review papers recently will not happen until next financial year. It's going to take ages to plan and write the laws for the big change in the visa categories, and despite the Home Affairs Minister wanting it to happen as soon as possible, I cannot see it happening this financial year. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Well, that's it for the budget highlights. Very little to report on actually than was expected, considering all the hype about the proposed changes. As always, take care out there, and I'll see you next time. So bye for now.